Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 47 in my Automate Everything Minecraft series. In today's episode, I am going to install some radioisotopic thermoelectric generators in my ore processing area because I need more power over there. And currently, what I have set up are some dynamos, and I can't remember what they're called. They're just compression dynamos, and they are running on refined fuel right now, which provides a decent amount of power. But the thing is, I am using quite a bit more power over there, and that is because if we go down here and we take a little adventure down here, we will see that I have two of these things now, and each one drinks power at 140,000 RF per tick, which is a very large number. And so I need to well, it's a large number for over here, but that makes a lot of stuff, as you can see right here. And all that stuff needs processed and takes a lot of power to process that stuff. Anyways, the gist is that my current energy system over there is just not providing enough power. Now, the thing is, the mod NuclearCraft, which I said I was probably done with for the time being, and I am kind of walking back on that just a little bit, because this mod provides 4 different RTGs, and they each provide different levels of power. The bottom tier being the uranium RTG. It produces 4 RF per tick constantly. You don't need to feed it fuel or anything. If you're unfamiliar with what an RTG is, essentially it is a generator that runs off of radioactive decay of atoms. And yeah, so they're pretty cool devices. They're actual things. They're often used in space probes. I think the Voyager 1 and 2 had RTGs, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But anyways, I know they've been used in space probes before. Usually it's actually the plutonium variant here. It would be made with plutonium-238, which is what this mod uses, because this mod, I know the author has strived to try to be as accurate as possible. Anyways, I can make the plutonium RTG, which provides a pretty good 100 RF per tick, but I'm actually going to go for the californium RTG. Now, the thing is, to get californium RTGs, you need californium-250. And I actually have some of that already, and I already have some of the RTGs built, but let's walk through the process of how I got to the californium-250. To get the tiny particles of californium-250, I used a fuel reprocessor on, let me see here, which fuel did it? The HEB 248 fuel, and I got 8 californium 250 from that. To get the berkelium, the 247 and 248, I needed let's see here, I ran through LEC 243 oxide fuel, and that got me both of the different types of berkelium to make the berkelium fuels. Anyways, to get the LEC 243 fuel, I used LAP 239 fuel in reactors. And let's actually run over to where I have these reactors set up. I have them in this building here, and I actually have just a couple small reactors over here. Actually, normally this reactor wouldn't even be running this fuel. Normally this reactor would be running the LEC 243 fuel, but I decided to throw that in there just because. This reactor, I believe, runs the HEB fuel, the HEB 248 fuel, which is this fuel right here. Obviously, it provides a lot of heat, but it also provides a lot of power. Anyways, down here, I think this is the, yes, LEP reactor. Anyways, through all of that crap, I have californium 250 now. That's the important part. If you're not familiar with mod NuclearCraft and you do a lot of large-scale RF generation, I would definitely suggest looking into it. It's a really cool mod. But anyways, let's step away from the exactly how it's made, and let's actually get some of them made. So I actually have a bunch of them already made. I knew I was going to need some for this episode, but let's actually go to the recipe real fast. It's just some advanced plating, some graphite. Advanced plating is just tough alloy with redstone and basic plating. So I mean, it's a pretty simple recipe. The thing is, the Californium is a little bit difficult to get. So anyways, I actually need to go over to my base and clear out an area to put these RTGs. So I'm going to do that real fast, and then I'm going to be right back. Okay, now I'm at my ore processing facility, and I have expanded it since last time it's been on camera. I've just essentially added more pulverizers and more redstone furnaces if we go up here. So that's that means it requires more power. Now my capacitor right here, if we look at it, it is quickly draining. I actually did build a power system off camera, but I wanted to do it properly on camera because yeah, just to show exactly how I'm doing it. Anyways, as we see, my power draw is far above what this system over here can handle. It's a nifty little system. The thing is, it's just not good enough. And I don't really want to expand it. It's already a little bit large and bulky. And if I were to add more dynamos, I would need to add yet more fractioning stills and more magma crucibles. Anyways, I don't want to do that. I'd rather just set up this and forget it. Set it and forget it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these along the ground right here. And these things will continually, all the time, produce 400 RF per tick, which is a pretty good number, especially considering that it doesn't use fuel or anything, and it just works. Hypothetically, anyways. So I actually have the resonant flux duct right here. I don't think that's going to be good enough if my very primitive in my head math is what it should be. So let's actually grab some cryostabilized flux duct and deal with that. So I will need to real fast get rid of all this because I need to replace it, because the resonant flux duct, I believe, handles 25,000 RF per tick. That I don't think will be good enough. So let's get to laying this down. And one thing I want to do is I want to disconnect that. All the energy to go into the battery. Anyways, how this is going to be set up, I think, is just going to drop it down like this. And we should see a little bit more power now. 13,400. If I hook this up, it should be 14,200 after it equalizes. There we go. Anyways, let's just connect all these guys up real fast. Fantastic. And that, I think, that's just more than I was using before. Let's go ahead and set up another strip of these. So I'm going to have to get rid of these torches. And then in the future, I can just add more of these things, and I will have the power that I need. You know what? I've just had kind of a change of plan. I think I want to put these on the ceiling here. That way I can keep the floor space free, because I was actually planning on using this floor space as a little area to maybe process iron ore off to the side. So what I'm going to do real fast is I'm going to lay flux duct up here, and I'm actually going to place the RTGs up here exactly in the pattern I have them down here. And that should clean things up just a little bit. And once I have that done, I will be right back. And here we are. Looks like everything's going well. The energy is just now catching up, or the excess power is now in the system, and although the machines look like they have their full stockpile of energy, so it looks like this has pretty much been a success. And of course now I have all this floor space down here as well. So yeah, nice. I know it does kind of seem like a little bit of an overpowered system, and it kind of is, but it is something that you probably won't have access to until you've kind of moved through the mod NuclearCraft up until the end anyways. So yeah, it's a cool energy system. Anyways, so the next thing I'm going to do in this episode is I'm going to dive into the mod exchangers real fast, and that will allow me to kind of beautify my area here, because right now all these buildings are made of stone, and that just kind of sucks. So what I'm going to do is make them look a little bit better, and I hopefully can use the mod exchangers to do that. Now what exchangers do, I believe, is they allow you to exchange one block for another block without like completely dismantling the building. So what I want to do, obviously, is I want to build the best exchanger I possibly can. So let's dive into it, and yeah, let's see where we can go. Let's start off with the wooden exchanger. So obviously we have ice vendor. We have plenty of wood. We do not have this, so we'll need some red dye, it looks like, and I'm definitely gonna have to see if I can't find a better source of red dye, because I don't have too much of it. Let's see here. What can I do? Red tulips. I might be able to harvest a bunch of poppies for my bee base, because I should have a bunch of bees over there. What else can we do? Poppy, red tulip, red quilted wool, rainbow bees. I don't have rainbow bees. Don't want to really dive into that right now. I don't think I have any beetroots either, so let's just go back. What are our other options? Yeah, it looks like I might have to go and harvest some poppies. So actually, let's take a look and see how many of them I have over here. I do have some. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw these in a pulverizer, because that will net me more red dye than if I were to just convert them, say, using this recipe right here. I think I get 3 to each. Let's see here. It's 4 to each poppy, so that shouldn't be too bad. That'll give me a decent quantity, I should say. So what I can do is, let's go ahead and head over to the bee base. Bee receiver, cool. Awesome. Oh wow, yeah, definitely. So yeah, let's get popping. Let's get popping. I hope you like my lame humor. Anyways, this definitely should be a decent supply of poppies. And if I need more, I can always come back. I think that'll be good for right now, to be honest. So let's head back, and hopefully that'll be enough. I got 40 more. And I'm going to tip most of these into a pulverizer. Might as well. Because I know, well, right now it looks like I'm going to be using a lot of red dye. So let's throw in half of them. That should be good. Anyways, let's move on. Let's craft some stuff. Let's see here. Exchangers. Okay, so wooden exchanger, we need this. And I don't want to use oak wood. I want to use birch wood, because obviously I have 900,000 of it. Might as well use it. So let's see here. Let's just go ahead and see if we can't go to the tier 2. Yeah, that's not even expensive at all. That's cheap. I don't have Eyes of Ender, I don't think. Yeah, that's what I'm missing. Go ahead and make me some of those. Okay, so now we can do the tier 3 maybe. And that's also kind of cheap for me, to be honest. So everything's cheap when you have millions of everything, to be honest, but whatever. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. And then, okay, so let's actually, wooden exchanger. Once again, let's replace all the wood with birch, because that's what I have. Stone will be next. Oh shoot, I didn't actually make one of those, did I? Okay, so let's do something like this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's a wooden exchanger. Let's do a stone exchanger. What's next? Gold? Is gold next? Yes, it is. Okay, so now I need a few of these. Golden exchanger. Iron is after gold? That makes no sense to me. I don't make the rules though, I just follow them. So iron, looks like diamond is next. This is actually pretty easy. I thought it would be maybe a little bit more difficult. Emerald. And if I can, I'm gonna definitely do the top tier. Might as well. Emerald is 11 by 11. Looks like obsidian is the last one. And that's, yeah, still not expensive. Oh shoot, I didn't actually make one of these, did I? It's because I need one of these. Fantastic. Well, that is easy. Do I need to charge these? And there's actually different, I could have done it several different ways. Anyways. Okay, so these looks like they have a specific durability, which 16,000 should go a pretty long ways, to be honest. So let's pop all these recipes in here, and I need to figure out exactly how these things work, because I really don't know. I know I've played with some mods in the past. I know Thumbcraft in the past has had a lens of swapping or something like that, and I think this is just kind of the same concept. So what I need to do, and let's see here, I might have to look at my controls. I'm looking for the mod exchangers here. There we go. Comma and period. And somehow those aren't used by other mods. Okay, so awesome. Force drop items. Disabled. Enabled. Disabled. Anyways. Okay. So I think what we need to do is we need to get blocks that we are going to use. And let's see here. What do we have? You know what? I think for my NuclearCraft building, I'm going to use Boron. So let's put this into the system here. My NuclearCraft building is, I think I'm going to use Boron blocks. I have almost a limitless supply of Boron ore that I can cook up into the blocks. So I think what I need to do is I need to set one of these blocks down. I need to get my exchanger, and I need to right-click that. And then, let me see here. I have one boron block. Okay, yeah, that worked. Obviously, I don't have enough boron blocks. I just have the one. So let's try to reverse that. Let's shift right-click here, and then right-click on that, and it worked. Fantastic. So it is pretty intuitive, to be honest. That worked out really well. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reset this to be boron. Shift right click. It is set to boron. And then... Okay, so one thing I am going to need to watch out for is I don't want to do the floor here. I want to just do the faces. I want to do the stone. So if I do that... Fantastic. Now, obviously, I don't have enough boron to complete the process. But what I can do is I can wait on my system to make a bunch of boron. And it's going to be a little while before it can actually make enough boron for me to actually complete this building with. But I should be able to complete this building and make it completely full of boron. And that will be cool. So I'm just going to wait on that to craft out some boron, blocks of boron, and then I'm going to be right back. While all my boron's cooking up, I've decided to go ahead and start the transition of some of my other buildings. My applied energistic building, I think I'm going to go with quartz. So let's go ahead and get that all set up. So I can just place down a block of quartz, shift right click, boom, quartz. This is going to make... yeah, changing these buildings over, really, really simple, because look at how fast this is. Also, I think I am doing something I don't want to do. No, I'm not. Awesome. I kind of thought I was changing these walls down here to quartz as well, but I'm not. So that's fantastic. So yeah, this is super painless. And it actually makes it really, really hard to accidentally change over blocks you don't want to do. Now, these blocks down here I don't want to do, and I will have to change back to stone. These blocks down here, but that's not a problem. I can do that real quick at some point anyways. So yeah, this is super painless. And I have to make sure not to shift click when I'm doing these. I don't think I'm going to do this, the roof here. I think I'm going to leave it stone. This building over here, I think I'm going to go ahead and do diamonds. So let's actually queue that up. So let's get rid of all this. And let's pull out some diamonds. And we can get rid of those as well. Don't need those. Once again, shift click. And then let's build. Diamond. And what I should have done is I should have flown up rather than going around and doing it like this. What I need to do is do something like, okay, so I'm gonna have to do each pillar individually because there's no like cross connection except like on the top here. That's not really a problem. Still pretty easy. I just have to make sure not to hit the glass because I guarantee I will at some point. That was lame. But anyways, yeah, this is making things pretty easy. I have wanted to spruce up these buildings for a little while now, and now I can. Pretty easily. And I can almost guarantee I'm going to miss some stone somewhere. But that's not really a problem. I can fix that later. If I do, when I do, whatever. And then that other building's getting in my way. Anyways, this is a pretty cool mod. It's a pretty simple mod, but it's a pretty cool mod regardless. If you're like me and you build things and then you want to make them look better later on, this mod makes it really, really easy to do that. So I think after I get this building all done, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. I'm not going to complete the Boron building on camera. It's just literally the same process like this over and over again. That building's almost as tall as this one, so it'll take a little while to do, but, you know. Oh, am I out of diamonds? I'm out of diamonds in my inventory. Not actually out of diamonds, though. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. Oh, are we all? I'm almost done, I think. Yep. Okay, I think I missed this one block here. Okay, just so I don't accidentally screw this up. Let's take our time. And looks like that's all complete, so that is fantastic. I will go ahead and do all of the other buildings in this base because I want them to look better than just their stone. I'm thinking this building right here. What would go good with white and light blue? I think I might make this building gold, even though I have a gold building over my other nuclear base. I might make that building gold. Obviously, this one's going to be boron. And I'm not sure what the two remaining buildings are going to be. But anyways, I can do that off camera. And I definitely will at some point. So in today's episode, I made some Californium 250 RTGs. Those provide 400 RF per tick, and they don't require any fuel because the fuel is decaying radioactive atoms of californium-250. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So free power is always awesome. And then after that, I made an exchanger, and now I can beautify my buildings in a very simple, pretty much painless process. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing that to make this place look a little bit better. Anyways, if you liked today's episode, give it a like. If you enjoy watching automation and modded Minecraft, definitely consider subscribing to my channel because that's what I do. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.